Peace.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Junior, aka Smoking Guns, out here in Tucson, Arizona, representing the Ultimate Fight Club, giving you the latest content in boxing and MMA news that is out. So, I just came across a very interesting article, and it already looks like the UFC is trying to make its way into boxing with this new agreement. And what it says, Roy Jones, UFC reached 3-year streaming agreement, quote. And in this article, it goes on to state, UFC and Roy Jones Jr. RJJ Boxing Promotions have reached the new agreement to live stream up to 72 professional boxing events over the next 3 years on UFC FIGHT PASS. The inaugural event in the RJJ Boxing on UFC FIGHT PASS series will stream January 31st, starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time, live from Viejas Casino and Resort in Alpine, California. WBO number 2 rated world title challenger Mighty Aston Paliste and unbeaten WBO number 4 ranked Jose Chiquito Martinez will headline in the 12-round WBO Junior Bantamweight title eliminator. It also goes on to state, Roy Jones Jr., a multi-time world champion and future Hall of Fame boxer, formed the Las Vegas-based promotional company RJJ Boxing Promotions 3 years ago with Las Vegas entrepreneur Keith Velcher, developing a growing stable of fighters in a short period of time. I was elated when my partner Keith Velcher told me he had started talking with the UFC, Jones said. This is just the beginning stages of a long, lucrative partnership between these two brands. Roy Jones Jr. Boxing Promotions will give us competitive, compelling fights to stream to our Fight Pass subscribers around the world, said UFC Dana White. This agreement allows us to enhance our roster of combat sports while partnering with one of the legendary fighters of all time. I couldn't be happier to bring together the biggest name in boxing, Roy Jones, with the biggest name in combat sports, UFC, said Velcher. I love that the UFC is allowing us to be creative, so expect to see prospects, tournaments, title fights, and more in this series, quote. Now, when I read this article, it was kind of interesting because I already knew that he was already talking about getting into the boxing game, starting his own promotion company, but I didn't think that he would be partnering up with the dude like Roy Jones and end up doing some kind of joint venture with another promotion company in order to be able to get started in the game. So it already looks like he's trying to get a foot in the door by partnering up with Roy Jones Jr. for this. And for those of you who don't know how Dana White operates, he is very much against doing co-promoting with any kind of promotional company. So with him doing this co-promotion with Roy Jones Jr. and letting Roy Jones Jr. use his UFC platform, I think that's a really cool thing that Dana White is letting Roy Jones not only get his foot in the door on being able to blow up his brand for RJJ Boxing Promotions, but also getting his own foot in the door with being able to get big talent in the boxing scene. And to tell you the truth, you never know where this is going to go, man, because Dana White, no matter what you say with him as being a promoter, he can be grimy as hell, especially with the way that he's paying his fighters in the UFC. But the one thing that I do like about the UFC is that they do make the best of the best fights. If somebody is a #1 contender and there's a champion, best believe that #1 contender is going to be fighting, or best believe the 2 top contending dudes. You will see the best fight the best when you're messing with Dana White in the UFC, man. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens with this joint venture with Roy Jones and Dana White. So if you guys haven't seen this, make sure you look into it yourself, and then maybe you can be able to get a little bit more information on this. But I hope you guys like the video. If you guys like the video, make sure to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you guys have any kind of questions, any kind of comments on this, make sure to hit me up in the comment section, and I'll be sure to hit you guys up, okay? So I hope you like the video. Holla at your boy.